though.
Yeah,
Or me too.
Okay.
All right, Coach. Incredible comeback win. Down 3-1 late. Team found a way. Talk about the fight at Team 21.
Just playing it play by play, pitch by pitch, and a big thing has been to play, recover, play. Some of those miscues on ourselves defensively and even offensively. Just love the response that we had on the next play.
Speak to the fight of this team. Down 3-1, 6th inning. You came back against Texas Tech. Here we go again, fighting back, and it's a freshman, Macario, that gets you back in with driving to the first 3 runs.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the lineup, what order the lineup should go, and I really like her down there. She turns the lineup over. Something clicked over the last weekend for her of really working her at bats, and just love how she did that. She just kept getting to the next pitch of each at bat, and getting those 3 RBI.
Can you speak about the dependability of your pitching staff? Because you only have 5 pitchers you can really work with at any given time, and considering how packed together your games can be sometimes, just talk about the dependability you have for pitchers like Mancha and Woodall to go out there and do what they did tonight.
Yeah. Well, what I love about them is that they know their role, they know what they're supposed to do, and they know how they match up with the other pitchers on the team. The game has really changed in the last couple of years, and the amount of time and effort that they put into the offense. It's tough for one pitcher to go a full game, especially against a strong hitting team, if the momentum isn't just solidly on one side, one team. So I love how they understand their role, they know what they're supposed to do, and they know how they match up with the other person.
Did you feel deja vu there when Shannon came to the plate after they walked Cody?
I sure did. Holy cow. It's cool. I wasn't afraid to bunt her either. So, this team can win in a lot of ways. And I think, too, her going for the bunt and getting to see one more pitch just showed her a little bit more and told me, like, okay, well, we wanted her to hit anyway. So, credit to Lala and Elise Volpe and Ashley Griffin to get the lineup back up into that, that part of the lineup and score those runs to get us back in the game.
Speak to Lala a little bit, because we talk, Shannon Doherty obviously got that rocket of a home run, but, Macario's 3 RBIs managed to keep you guys in the game until you could do that.
Yeah. And don't be surprised when she continues to keep filling her offense. She's going to get the big hits too, but she's just super dynamic, can hit a lot of pitches, a lot of different pitches, and has the true triple threat. And you also got to see her speed on the bases there in that inning after she got the base hit.
Another big crowd, intense crowd, nearly 1,000 people again. It was an incredible atmosphere, kind of like the Georgia game, kind of like Clearwater. Your team's kind of seen all this. That's got to pay off, too, down the road, and obviously having the support helps.
Yeah, sure. Well, they love playing at home. You can tell there's definitely more comfort, and I think they just play with a little bit more confidence. And we learned that, at St. Pete, they said, I didn't expect it to be so big. And I remember saying, well, you've already played in crowds like that. But, like you said, going through this is just, it felt like we played in the World Series last weekend. And so just all of the experience that every single one of our athletes is getting the opportunity to have is awesome. And it's just continue to keep building and keep climbing.
You talk about, these Ole Miss pitching guys, because Dietrich and Riley did manage to keep runs at a premium for pretty early on. So what was it about this Ole Miss pitching staff that, that you guys really need to figure them out a little bit?
Yeah. Well, they have a great coach. He does a good job of mixing things up. He does a good job of the deception piece for them, and they really know what they're good at. So, a rise ball is, what do they say? It's like dating, what do they say? It's like having a bad boyfriend or something. Like, you never want to swing at the rise ball. You don't want to date somebody like that. And so it's tough, but I love how we just kept working through it, grinding through it. And the bottom of our lineup is really who turned it around. You had those awesome at-bats from Elise Volpe, Justine Molina, and Lala in the second inning or third inning maybe, to really turn it over and get us back to, getting her out of the game.
They reviewed the Citronaut look there, the visors,
Yeah.
the look there. Now with a lot I have to ask for the fans out there, we're going to see it again here, especially after a win.
I think that we're going to have to bring it back. Yeah, no, it's exciting. It's I love what we're doing and keeping the tradition going. So I think we're going to have to see it every weekend, right?
Yeah. Great Terry's pitch there, first pitch.
I know. I told him he had to start off with a strike, and he did a great job.
We've talked about how this matchup is in shades of Georgia. It's the first match of a tournament against an SEC team. Shannon Doherty hits a walk-off homer, but the next day, last time didn't exactly go your way. So
Sure.
what do you hope to be different between now and your game against James Madison in less than 24 hours, and then DePaul from last time?
Well, I think that's what's so cool. We're in the third week, right? And this is going to be our third time coming off of a big win and having to recover and play again. And so we talked about that when we got back into the locker room of like, okay, we've done this twice now. We've got to get off that win high. So we talked about you're celebrating, and I asked them, and they said, we got 8 minutes left, coach. That's it, and then it's on to the next. And so that's what's so cool is we're in our third week, and this is gonna be our third time being able to experience that. And I'm excited to see how they approach that and come back.
Good. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. That's
Thanks,
a good
Coach.
press.